We're live. Welcome back. Let me turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. Everybody wants to disturb. Okay, there we go. If you want to see the chaos that is in front of the camera, I'll show you. But this is me packing all my stuff for Burning Man, and it's literally chaotic as heck over here. So just want to highlight the human experience of being a human being and having a bunch of shit going on. But yeah, so anyways, welcome back to day 23 of the 30-day split challenge. If you want to work and you want to move and you want to get your body warm and pumped and get deep in your splits, go back to day 22 and watch yesterday's, because today is going to be a super duper chill split challenge day. It's going to be more closer to like a yin or restorative class. And if you just don't want that, then just don't do that. Okay. But if you're like, nah, I know that my body needs it, I need like more of a rest day, then follow along with me. If you want to work more, go back to yesterday. We worked yesterday. We worked the day before that. And yeah. Okay. So today, just meet me on your mat, and we're going to start seated in a comfortable cross-legged seat. Let me make sure that we live here on the internet. Cool. And then wherever you are, just go ahead and place your hands on your knees. And we're going to start by taking a couple deep intentional breaths, just filling up the lungs, the belly, and the base of the spine. Filling that breath all the way up to the top of the head. And then exhaling from the top of the head all the way down through the lungs to the base of the belly. And imagining that each inhale is drawing energy from the center of the earth all the way up through your spine and out the top of your head, and then exhaling, sending that energy from the top of your head all the way down through your spine and into the center of the earth. Drawing that healing energy up and out of you and sending it out into the world, and then pulling it from the top of your head as cleared, clean, light, and sending it back down into the earth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Letting everything in your body soften besides your tall spine, tall back. Releasing the space between the eyebrows, any tension in the jaw or the shoulders. And whenever you're ready, we're going to go ahead and just start making some circles with our torso around the hips. Kind of similar to like a barrel roll if we were on all fours. I'm just going one direction, right to left, and I'm allowing myself to move pretty slowly. I'm like already feeling my hips pop, just kind of. And we're going to go ahead and switch, take it the other way. We got two more. And when you come back to center, sit up nice and tall. Big inhale, draw the chest and the gaze up to the sky. And then on the exhale, round your chin into your chest and round your back. Drawing your shoulders forward and your navel to your spine. And then on the next breath in, gaze up, heart open. And then exhaling, chin to chest. And we'll take a couple more rounds of this seated cat-cow. Just gently waking up the body. Last one. And then come up to neutral. We're going to rock over the hands until we meet in all fours. So you've got your knees stacked under your hips, wrists stacked under your shoulders, and I'm just going to gently rock my hips side to side, left and right here. Now, if you've been here for the last 23 days, there's a lot that you can do just from your all fours position. You can take cat and cow. You can take some barrel rolls, or the other way. You can take hip circles, or if you want more work, you can even extend your leg and make those rainbow arches with your straight leg. Or you can take your foot out to the right, bend the knee, and make some half child's pose. The choice is yours, but we're going to stay here for 10 breaths. I'm going to make some hip circles. And we're going to do 10 breaths each direction, so don't feel rushed. So if you want to do two things, you can do them both, splitting the time accordingly. Last circle this direction, and then we'll take 10 breaths either the other way or switching it up to do something else that feels good for you. Making sure to even out both sides if you are doing something that's one-sided. Allowing yourself to move with your breathing. We got about 3 more circles or rounds of breath here. And after the last movement you have, go ahead and take your knees mat distance apart, toes together. And we're going to meet in a child's pose at the back. And we're going to stay in this child's pose for a while, so you'll feel this opening in your hips really nicely. You can place your hands in front of you and you can gently press your weight back into your heels if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch in this child's pose, or you can just let everything relax. If you want to place a block or a bolster or anything underneath your torso so that it gives you more space in your hips, you can do that as well. And just breathe here. How often do we get to just sit in stillness? Can we draw our awareness and our thoughts back inward? Allowing the chatter to slow down. Bringing your focus back to your breath. Maybe feeling the inhales and the exhales as the body rises and falls. Maybe you feel yourself breathing in all the way up the spine, expanding through the back body. And then as you exhale, maybe you feel your navel drawing inward. Really surrendering to this now, here, and present moment. You have nowhere else to be right now, nothing else to do right now. Everything else will be there when you're finished. Just give yourself the time and space to just breathe and be still. And whenever you're ready, we're going to gently just make some wiggles in the fingers, and we're going to just come up. Let's take our knees to the center now. This will stretch more of our low back. And we're going to drop our torso again. So a different variation of child's pose. And you'll still feel this stretch in your ankles, like in the tops of your feet. You can place your hands down by your side. If you want more stretch, like in your head or your neck, you can place your hands on your feet and gently rock your weight forward, and you'll feel that stretch in the shoulders. We're mostly focusing on hips in the 30-day split challenge. And if you tend to have a lot of pain in your lower back, stretching your hamstrings and your hips will relieve that low back pain, along with poses like this with your knees together. It's just a different stretch. Whenever you're ready, we're going to come up. Slowly coming all the way up. When you get to the top, let's take a shoulder roll. Inhale the shoulders up. Exhale the shoulders down. Let's do that again. Big breath. And then exhale the shoulders back down. Let's take our left hand on our right knee, right hand behind us. We're going to inhale nice and tall. Then on exhale, we're just going to take a little twist. Just because today we're really going to be restoring our body. Coming back to center, other way. Right hand, left knee, left hand behind us. Big inhale, tall spine. And then exhale, just a little twist. Nothing too crazy. Whenever you're ready, just go ahead and shift your weight to one side. Draw the legs out in front. And if you want to, you can start bouncing the knees up and down, kind of bringing some movement into our legs. And then I want you to go ahead and activate them so that the toes are flexed up toward the face. Sit here with a tall spine. And then on the exhale, you can fold or you can just stay where you are. I'm really feeling this in my hamstrings already. I could go deeper if I want to, but today I'm just keeping it chill. Yogi's choice if you want to go fold deeper. Just as long as you feel the stretch. It doesn't have to be the most deep every single time you get on your mat. And really just choosing to honor your body where you are today. There are some days where like I just want to move so bad, and like finding stillness is just not in my highest alignment. And then there's other days like today where I'm like, I don't want to move that bad. I usually go to hot yoga on Wednesdays like today. And today I was like, definitely not. I'm not going. And I knew for the 30-day split challenge we were going to have a chill day too. But this is pretty much all the movement that my body wants right now. Also, if you want to fold deeper, put a block underneath you. And then you can get yourself deeper into the pose without having to do more work. And like I still feel this in my hamstring because of the direction of my pelvis and my tailbone. And if you're curious, just go ahead and place your hands on your knees, take a cat and a cow, and you'll notice that when you round in that cat pose, your hamstrings are shortening. And when you lead with your heart and you open up in that cow, you'll notice that the hamstrings are lengthening, and that's important for our splits. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. And then go ahead and release the block, or you can stay on the block, up to you. And we're going to just take a butterfly pose. And you can stay here and place your hands on the inside of the feet as if you're opening up a book. You can place your elbows on your thighs if you want to fold forward and get a little bit of a deeper stretch. You can flap your butterfly wings. This is my preferred favorite. I like to feel the movement, and I feel the stretch like as it's like a gentle bounce. You can stay here or you can fold. The choice is yours. Just as long as you feel the stretch, you're feeling the movement, you're feeling your breath as it activates the body. Maybe you find stillness and just fold. And when you fold, I like to keep my elbows on my legs. And notice how I'm not allowing my shoulders to just scrunch up to my ears. I have my shoulders nice and relaxed. I have my elbows pressing onto my thighs. And then I get to fold and I get to feel this much more deeply. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and release. We're going to take both of our feet onto the ground pretty wide. So you can go about mat's distance or wider. I'm going to lean back onto my hands behind me, and I'm just going to gently rock my knees side to side. Just a very gentle practice for today. We didn't really get much of a rest day in the last week or so. And I knew that there was going to be a day coming very soon where I'd want to be a little more chill. And that day has finally come. So I'm really glad that we're able to still show up and honor our bodies. It's better than not moving at all. To just move a little and have some stillness. Rock your legs over to the left. Let them hang out there. And then rock your legs over to the right and let them hang out there. Whenever you're ready, come back up. I've got some options for you. And if you have a wall, you're going to love this. But I don't have a wall. I may use the pole to just demonstrate. But, okay, we're going to take the Burrito Karani, which means legs up the wall or like sleeping tiger, basically. So if you don't have a wall, just do what I'm doing. and just lay down and keep your legs up. This is a very gentle inversion. You can just keep your legs like this, or you can place your arms up too. It's really gentle and restorative, and you can kind of just hang out here for a while. If you have access to a wall, I want you to go ahead and find a wall and get as close as you can to the wall. And it's not by scooting up to the wall like this. I want you to go sideways till your butt is touching the wall. So you scoot and then swivel your legs up. And you can feel this in the back of your hamstrings. If you want to keep your legs upright, you can take a strap. This strap is really dirty. Ugh. And then you can wrap around here like this and thread it back through one time. So that it stays. And then you don't have to actively keep your legs facing up. I feel like you could do this in sleeping tiger too, wall or not. You can place a strap around your legs if you just want to hang, right? This works really well on the wall. Or whenever you're done with that, if you don't want to have the strap anymore and you want to go for a wide-legged stretch, it feels really good. Let's just say there's a wall behind me like we were just talking about. If you just take your legs and you let them open all the way on the wall. This is one of my favorites. And then you can take your hands, your palms, and gently press right here on your thighs, and you'll feel that deepening the stretch in your like the back of your legs. It feels really good. There's a really awesome adjustment that I like to give in person with that, but for now, if you have no wall, just keep your legs up, put your hands up, and yogi's choice. Do whatever feels good for you. If you want more work and this was way too chill for you, you can take some hip ups or some leg lifts and get some abs in. But today is just about rest is productive. It's really important to honor the cyclical nature of our being and to know that some days we will work and some days we will chill. And we can't beat ourselves up for the chill days because rest is productive. And when we spend the time resting and allowing ourselves to really restore our energy, we can come back with vengeance, we can come back with force and get way more done on our productive days. If you just go every day until you overwork yourself into the dirt, then you don't perform at your best. I'll take a couple more moments here. If you want to play around with bending a knee, lowering an arm, just for some like brain activation. This kind of coordination stuff is like really hard for me, especially with opposite arm, opposite leg. It's like you're waking your brain up saying, what am I doing? How can I connect my muscles and my mind? And then go ahead and release. We're going to take Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees out wide, and you can just relax. Or you can stay with your legs up the wall. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Allowing the body to soften here. I wrote a book called The Universe is My Sugar Daddy. And the essence of the book is that you can connect to the infinite energy source that exists around and within us anytime that you want. And you'll notice that once you start connecting with this infinite energy source, whatever you call this source, whatever resonates for you, things will start working out for you. You'll start learning how to manifest things that you want. You'll start allowing new people into your life, new places, new things. I've been working on the law of attraction and like manifestation for so many years. And I found a little journal that I wrote back in 2000 and probably 18 or 16. And inside I was manifesting a very easy move. And it's so funny because it was during the time when I was going through a rough patch and I really needed to move. And that move was so chaotic, so not easy. And I thought like, dang, I really failed this manifestation. That's what I thought. But as I looked at this journal, literally a couple days ago, I realized that moving into this house that I'm in right now was the easiest move. My friends literally came over, packed all my stuff. I got a U-Haul, and we all loaded and unloaded me in like the course of a day. And it all fell into place. And when I got back after returning the U-Haul, someone had made my bed for me so that on my first day in my new place, I had clean sheets and a bed set up and ready to go. And it's just how the manifestation in the focus wheel from the journal back in the day said. It said, my friends are here to help me. This is easy. Moving isn't hard. Moving doesn't have to be hard. And that's exactly how the move was that I had in March. So when it comes to manifestation and the law of attraction and having a desire, it's not always going to happen right away. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it happens later. But everything you ask for, if it's coming from an aligned place, a true desire within you, not what your mom thinks you should do, not what your grandma said you should do, what you truly want, it'll come. And no, you don't have to be spiritual, you don't have to be religious, you don't have to be a nun, and you don't have to not be an atheist in order to connect with energy, because energy is just science. And if you want to learn more about science and quantum physics in a very easy to understand, digestible, bite-sized way, check out my book. It's called The Universe is My Sugar Daddy, and I'll drop it in the description of this video just so you can check it out. Whenever you're ready, you can come up. Actually, let's make some circles with these knees a bit. You can take them one way, take them the other way. And also, like in a normal like hour-long yoga class, we'd also be focusing not only on hips, but on shoulders, on back bends, on twists and things like that. So only stretching your hips every day and not focusing on the other things doesn't make you balanced. Just the same as like if you didn't work out at all and you only went to the gym to do legs makes you unbalanced. This is literally just for the specific goal to focus on our splits and our flexibility, right? So just remember that like having a well-balanced yoga practice is ideal. But for the intention of splits, we're just going to keep focusing on our hips and things. But yeah, let's take our hands to heart center. Let's take a nice deep breath in, fill up the lungs, And sigh the breath out. You are worthy, you are capable, you are strong. You can do anything that you set your mind to, just like the 30-day split challenge. I'm so proud of you for showing up 23 whole days. Light within me honors, loves, and respects light within you. Namaste. And the universe is your sugar daddy too. Speaking of the universe is my sugar daddy, I literally manifested the most amazing acro modeling gig in Cincinnati, which I'm really excited for. I go there next week. And my flight is on the 13th, which is the last day of the 30-day split challenge. So on the very last day, I'm going to record this live at 8 a.m. instead of 2 p.m., which is a major time difference. But y'all ain't really showing up live anyway, so don't complain. But if you do have a complaint, come let me know. Otherwise, I'll be doing the last day of the split challenge at 8 a.m. and then we'll be done. So that's about a week from today. And I can't believe we're literally so close to being finished. And then after that, I get to go to Burning Man, and I'm so excited because that's my shit. That's my favorite. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are my personal life announcements. I'm really excited. I've been like elbows deep in planning, and this split challenge has helped me to stay so grounded throughout all of the chaos and the Mercury retrograde and all the shit that's happening. So I pray that this grounded energy spills out into you in your life too, and that you're utilizing the split challenge to stay locked in and committed to something over the course of 30 days. Just having one commitment helps me personally so much, as the type of person that gets very easily overwhelmed and like distraught by chaos. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sending you lots of love. Make sure that you're hydrating. Don't forget to log your splits in your splits calendar for accountability, and click the link below if you want more information on my book. All right, that's it. Love you. Bye. See you tomorrow. Happy day 23, and we'll be back for day 24 tomorrow. Same time, same place. Bye.